Like most of New York, Brooklyn was covered with graffiti. It was everywhere I went. It was the backdrop of the world I lived in. It was in bathrooms and playgrounds and staircases and on buses, and especially heavy on subways. This photo right here? Oh, that's my father playing basketball in the Philippines. He played for the San Miguel Beermen. New York was a very different city while I was growing up, and especially growing up in Brooklyn, there was an adventure around every corner. But the hardened conditions of Brooklyn, I think, helped prepare me for the aggressive nature of street graffiti and graffiti. Once you start writing, it's really hard to stop. You know, it's almost an addiction. I loved what I was doing. I never lost the passion that I had. You know, had it not been for graffiti, I don't know if I would have ever left the borough of Brooklyn. I probably would have been one of the many kids on my block getting in trouble on my block. I was fortunate enough to grow up during a time where all of the trains in New York City were painted, and I could get motivation from the things I saw on subways. And I was always involved in sports growing up. I did play baseball growing up. I played handball growing up. Graffiti and sports sort of mirror each other. It's sort of like the same energy. You know, after a very pent-up, hard week, running on the court is a great release for all of that energy for me. And putting up a ton of points is almost like going all city on the court in a weird way. You know, being a prolific scorer that day and coming home, it's just a very good feeling. And I can say the same about going out, maybe blowing 10 cans over the course of a night and writing on a ton of things. It's that same satisfying feeling in a very strange way. I want to control that space. I want to control everything that's coming towards my basket. And I think the same could be said about, you know, the double R line or the C train or something like that. Although I'm not officially in charge and I don't own anything here, while I'm here, this is my house and this is my space.